You're in the final hour of the BTEC Unit 2 exam. You've spent most of your time perfecting your marketing mix. You check the clock. You only have a few minutes left for the budget and timeline. That's when your pacing completely breaks down. Today, we're going to fix that. We'll build a precise, step-by-step pacing system to navigate that 3-hour block, focusing exactly on how to maximize your marks on the marketing budget and the campaign timeline without running out of time. Before we start the clock, remember your baseline requirement. You need to walk into Part B with your 2 pages of research notes from Part A fully prepared and organized. Strict pacing during the final sections ensures you actually have the time to provide the detail required for top band marks. Step 1 in managing the 3 hours is establishing your base rate. As a general rule, you want to allocate about 2.5 minutes of effort for every mark available on the paper. This ratio tells us exactly where to spend our energy. You'll need a full 60 minutes dedicated to your marketing mix and another 30 to 40 minutes mapping out the key themes from your research. That leaves a very specific window for the final sections. You have exactly 10 minutes to draft your Assessment Focus 6 budget and 5 to 6 minutes for your Assessment Focus 7 timeline. That last 15 minutes is tightly capped. By forcing yourself to stick to these minute allocations, you ensure you never leave the final pages blank. Those are points sitting on the table, waiting for you to claim them. Let's look at the examiner's rubric for the AF6 budget. To reach the top marks, you must show realistic detail. Notice this specific line here. They are looking for consideration for wider and lesser-known costs. Allocating round numbers like £10,000 for leaflets ignores the actual mechanics of a marketing campaign and often results in lower marks for realism. High-scoring responses look at an itemized table like this one. A billboard campaign requires paying a photographer and a graphic designer, while also covering set design. Identifying these separate elements proves you understand the real-world costs of production. You also need to show the math behind those figures. Multiplying the base rate of an ad slot by the number of plays and arriving at a total cost provides the concrete evidence the examiner wants to see. When you itemize these hidden costs, you demonstrate a practical understanding of real-world business constraints. Now that we have our costs, we need to justify them. Every allocation in your budget requires a strategic reason that links directly back to the provided case study. For instance, if you assign a portion of the budget to direct mail, explain that you are using census data to target postcodes with the exact socioeconomic profile outlined in your brief. You can also use details from the brief to adjust your numbers. If the business owner agrees to a guest appearance on a local radio station, you can log a negotiated discount on your audio advertising rates. Returning to our budget table, pay attention to the final column. Every row connects the spending to a specific outcome, like maintaining brand awareness or building customer confidence. Connecting each expense to a distinct, measurable marketing impact is what allows you to move into the top mark bands. Let's move to your final 5 minutes and the AF7 timeline. Many students burn valuable time trying to hand-draw complex project management diagrams from memory. We can avoid that entirely. This is a text-based table used to mimic a Gantt chart. You list your promotional methods down the left and lay out the months across the top. By simply shading the cells, you create a clear visual timeline. It takes seconds to do, but it immediately anchors your tasks to a specific start and end date. You also must ensure the sequence of events is logical. Show your production and design phases happening before the ad placement, and schedule your lead follow-up activities after the campaign goes live. This table from the grading scheme confirms that our quick method works. To hit Band 4, the examiner needs a thorough and entirely realistic plan, with accurate linkage to specific time periods. The shaded table delivers exactly that. Using a basic table format prevents you from overcomplicating the final step. You save those critical last minutes while satisfying the requirements for top marks. The plan is set. You stick strictly to your time blocks. You expand your core budget with realistic wider costs. You tie every pound to a business impact, and you map it all onto a 5-minute shaded timeline. Your next step is to test the system. Take a practice case study and see if you can draft a detailed, itemized budget table from scratch in exactly 10 minutes. These final 2 sections account for 12 marks on the exam.
Sticking to the timeline ensures those points don't slip away at the end of the 3-hour block, keeping your overall score as high as possible.